Albert Martinez in Batang Quiapo, a masterclass in legacy, grit, and silent fire. What if quiet intensity could speak louder than chaos? What if a veteran actor stepped into a primetime battleground, not to reclaim the spotlight, but to redefine what mastery really looks like? Stay with this story until the end, because Albert Martinez's journey in Batang Quiapo isn't just about experience. It's about evolution, discipline, and the power of standing firm when the world moves too fast. Please like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring stories. Albert Martinez has long been considered one of the pillars of Philippine cinema and television. From classic dramas to gripping action, he has played almost every kind of role across generations. But in an industry obsessed with trends and reinvention, staying relevant while staying true is one of the hardest things to do. And yet, that's exactly what Albert continues to achieve, not by chasing the spotlight, but by respecting the craft. When Batang Quiapo premiered, it brought together a cast of dynamic talents, from legends to rising stars. The series pulsed with grit, energy, and tension, and into this world, Albert stepped in not as a savior, but as a stabilizer. His character didn't need to dominate scenes with theatrics. His presence alone changed the temperature of every frame. With one glance, one calculated move, he brought depth and danger. He showed what it means to carry legacy not on your shoulders, but in your eyes. What made his performance so captivating was the control. Albert didn't overact. He didn't try to impress. He allowed the character to breathe, to grow, to wrestle with inner conflicts. He wasn't just playing a role. He was building it from the inside out. His silences carried history. His pauses were loud. His delivery reminded viewers that the strongest performances aren't always the loudest. They're the most honest. Behind the scenes, Albert was a portrait of discipline. Always early, always prepared, always respectful of the team, whether they were veteran co-actors or young production assistants. He treated every scene like it was his first, never resting on past achievements. That work ethic, deeply rooted in sipag and pagpapakumbaba, is what separates the legends from the rest. He brought with him a level of maturity and balance that elevated every storyline. While others brought fire, Albert brought gravity. His ability to portray characters caught between duty and emotion made every viewer reflect. His role often stood at the crossroads of justice and survival, echoing the internal battles many Filipinos face every day. And in that way, he became more than an actor. He became a mirror. Albert Martinez's success in Batang Quiapo also lies in his refusal to be boxed in. Even after decades in the industry, he chose to stretch himself, to enter a story that was unpredictable and unfiltered. He didn't play it safe. He didn't settle for nostalgia. He stepped into the storm and helped shape it with the calm precision only a true craftsman can offer. His performance carried with it the most powerful Filipino traits: pananindigan, katatagan, and pagmamalasakit. He wasn't just building a character. He was honoring every father, brother, or leader who had to make hard choices in hard times. Every line he spoke carried the weight of real-life decisions made under pressure, and that authenticity struck a chord with audiences. Younger viewers began to see Albert in a new light, not just as a veteran actor, but as a standard. A reminder that longevity isn't about clinging to the past, but about staying present and purposeful. And the industry took notice. Critics praised his layered performance. Co-actors sought his guidance. And fans, old and new, found themselves drawn to his quiet fire. In 2025, Batang Quiapo delivered some of the boldest stories on television. But Albert Martinez gave it soul. He proved that even in the middle of chaos, there must be someone who stands with reason, with patience, with purpose. He reminded everyone that true strength doesn't come from domination, but from consistency, humility, and unwavering dedication to craft. Albert's journey is proof that greatness isn't loud, it's steady. That wisdom doesn't come from age alone, but from experience forged in discipline. And that the best performances are not those that demand attention, but those that earn respect. If you watched Albert Martinez in Batang Quiapo, you saw more than a role. You saw a man honoring decades of storytelling with one of his most compelling chapters yet. And if his performance made you pause, made you feel something real, then maybe it's time to ask, what kind of strength do you carry in your silence? Did Albert Martinez's role resonate with you? Did his journey remind you of someone who stands steady in your life, someone who leads with quiet strength? Share your thoughts, because your story, just like his, might help someone see the value of standing tall even when no one's watching.